Hi guys, hello again. If you watched last week's episode, then you know that we had quite a time at Gunsite Academy in Paulden, Arizona. While we were there, Leah got to shoot in a youth class, but I also got to shoot some guns myself. Check this out. I got to shoot the Remington RM380, which is a micro carry pistol. I love this little gun. Let me show you. So this little pistol is really outstanding. It's an all metal frame and it really is solid. It feels good in your hand. I like the overall feel. I do have other carry models that are 380 and they don't hold in my size hand as well as this one. It does come with a regular magazine as well as an extended for your pinky, and it shoots really well. And I did test it from a can hip hugger holster. I was excited to do that because I do have other belly bands and I have practiced drawing from them, but at Gunsite, the range master actually gave me some tips on what to do, how to do it. The other one that I have doesn't have as many carry options as far as position as that can holster does. So it was nice to get to try to draw from a variety of locations on your body as far as a hip belt. So this pistol, it is, as I said, it's fabulous. I love it all around. It's a good weight. The slide is easy to operate. It does have the lock back, which is awesome. Something that I noticed, and people with longer fingers may have a little trouble, is that it has a really long trigger pull. So if I place my finger in the trigger and I pull, if we just watch this for a second, I'm almost all the way back before the hammer actually strikes. So for somebody with a longer finger, it has a really long trigger pull. And as I'm pulling, you really have to take up the slack and then wait for it to go. I, as I said, got to shoot this at Gunsite, and then I switched from this to the Remington Commander, which is a 45 caliber, and I love to shoot 45s. Something that I noticed when the range master was helping me with draw options and so forth is that I was slapping the trigger. I need to practice. Everybody has to practice. You have to practice on a regular basis. And I, as well as probably many other people, don't practice often enough. So that was one thing, is I need to practice more. But through that, it led me to remember something that I was given as a gift by my very good friend Gabby Franco. Let me show you this. Gabby Franco is an Olympian. She's a firearms instructor. She's a competitor, and now she is an author. Gabby wrote this book, and it is called Troubleshooting, Mastering Your Pistol Marksmanship. This is a workbook. This is something for you to work on, and I obviously need to spend some time working through the book myself. But if you look through the table of contents, there is safety, briefing, and rules, which I am always a stickler for. Comparisons in pistol and revolver, as well as shooting techniques, stance, breathing techniques, side alignments, and then drills. And the thing about the drills is that as you go through, and she gives you homework, do stuff and to practice, and she has in here, there's workspace. There's space to work through this book. You can do the drills and then make notes. This is a book that any of us can use, whether you're experienced or not. If you are inexperienced, I suggest the book, but I also suggest please take a firearms course. It's really important to take shooting classes. And just as you can see, when I was shooting, even though I am a certified instructor, I do shoot. None of us tend to shoot often enough. We need to get to the range more. And even if you've already taken a firearms course, you can take another one. If you're going to carry, learn how to do it. Not just how to carry, but how to use the firearm effectively. And this is something that you should take a class to learn how to do if you want to survive in this modern day Wild West. And by golly, things are getting pretty hairy around this country. I do feel like you need to protect yourself and you need to protect your family. We've got to be able to keep our families safe. And to do that, we've got to learn how to carry safely. We've got to learn how to shoot safely. We've got to learn how to draw safely, all of it. It's a whole package. And we can always use refresher courses. I'll give you a link below again to Gunsite Academy where they teach classes. They do have a carry class that you can take. Also, I'll put a link below to Gabby Franco's shooting tips, to her workbook. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any episodes. And I will see you next week.